Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the floor the Roberts Wesleyan Cheer Squad. Thank you to our cheer squad, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Roberts Wesleyan College for this afternoon's NCAA Division II East Coast Conference matchup between the visiting Daemen College Wildcats and your Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks. We now ask that you please stand and remove your caps for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup first for the visiting Daemen College Wildcats. Number 3, Supreme Hannah. Number 11, Jesse Walker. Number 12, Darius Garvin. Number 21, Arif Mamatic. And number 44, Jeff Redband. Daemen is coached by Mr. Mike McDonald, assisted by Mr. Mike Birkin, Mr. David Johnson, and Mr. Ryan Granton. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks. Number 1, Tristan Brown. Number 2, Manny Joseph. Number 5, Devon Jackson. Number 10, Darren Dixon. And number 24, Isaiah Lewis. For Roberts Wesleyan is coached by Mr. Rob McCoy, assisted by Mr. Mark Salagis, Mr. Herb Alexander, and Mr. Ali Blam.
There you have the starting lineups for today's ECC basketball matchup, senior day and rival weekend. Hello everyone, Steve Hullins alongside Michelina Friss.
Hello.
And bringing you the last game of the season for the Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks. Quickly going over the starting lineups again for Daemen, Supreme Hannah, Jesse Walka, Darius Garvin, Arif Mamatai, and Jeff Redband. For Roberts Wesleyan, Tristan Brown, Manny Joseph, Devon Jackson, Darren Dixon, and Isaiah Lewis. Roberts Wesleyan picked up one win on the road on that 3-game road swing. That was against Mercy College. Mercy, the only conference team the Red Hawks have beaten this year, but the last game that the Red Hawks had against Daemen at Daemen was a 3-point loss, 88-85, and always a very close game between these two teams. If you watched any of the women's game, you'll see that that was all you could expect through rivalry weekend. Roberts Wesleyan won by 1 point. Came down to the wire, hitting 1 out of 2 free throws with just over 2 seconds to go. Now we're on to the men's game. There's the tip, and won by Daemen. So they'll have the ball first. Last time that we saw Daemen here at Roberts Wesleyan College, the Red Hawks had a 20-point lead with 7 minutes to go, and Daemen came back and secured a victory in the end. So Roberts Wesleyan looking to looking for vengeance there, and also obviously to pick up a win against their rival here. There's a turnover on the sideline. Stepping out of bounds is Darius Garvin. Brown, the inbounds passer, gets it into Joseph. Joseph across the court over to Isaiah Lewis, back up top to Brown. Handoff pass to Joseph, back to Brown again. Penetration, handoff pass in through the paint. Underhand lay-in is no good. Rebound by Redband. He brings it up the floor. Hands it off. And the Wildcats will set up the offense here. Pass up top, now over around to Redband, into the corner. Hannah with the jump shot from the semicircle, that's a miss. And rebounded by Jackson. Both of the seniors getting a start here for Roberts Wesleyan today. Devon Jackson, who has the first points of the game there. And also Darren Dixon. Both 2 seniors on this team, and there were 2 seniors being honored on the women's teams as well. That were Emily Brubaker and Kinsey Brandt. Now the Roberts Wesleyan women's team will be going to the playoffs and seeing some postseason action on Wednesday, March 1st, here at home at 7 o'clock. That game will either be, or it'll likely be against Bridgeport. There's the shot getting knocked down. Red Hawks now with a 5-0 lead, courtesy of a 3-pointer by Isaiah Lewis. So again, that's postseason play for the women. On the 1st here at the Bauer Athletic Center at 7, we'll have that broadcast for you. 3-pointer goes for Jeff Redband, puts the Wildcats on the board here this afternoon. Red Hawks still lead 5-3. The men's, this will be the last game of the season for them. Won't see any postseason play. Jackson fakes a handoff over to Dixon and now to Joseph. Joseph for the jump shot in the corner. Hits the front end of the rim, and Lewis gets the board off the glass for 2. Red Hawks lead 7-3, 17 minutes to play here in the first. Pass up across midcourt to Redband. Takes the jump shot outside of the block. Tristan Brown comes in with the board. Quickly across midcourt, sends it back out up top to Lewis, and a traveling violation. Tried to keep his footing, but
substitution for Daemen, number 41.
A little bit too much momentum moving forward.
Alex Borges just happened to check in for the Wildcats.
Pass up. It's to Garvin. Garvin calls out the play. He dribbles left, hands it off to Lalka. Back up to Hannah. Here on the near side to Borges. Into the corner, underneath the board, just at the block for 2. Roberts Wesleyan still with a 2-point lead, 7-5, 16-19 to play here in the first. Lewis passes. Over on the far side, back up top to Jackson. Jackson hands it off. Joseph feeds it down to the block to Jackson, brings it back out to the short corner, another handoff. 10 seconds on the shot clock. That feed attempt is a loose ball, and the Wildcats will come away with it. Pass over to Red Band. This 3-pointer is no good. Long pass up on the transition to Joseph. Into the paint, drawing contact. Foul is called. Shot's no good, and going to the line for 2 will be Manny Joseph. That's the first team foul on Daemen. And the first foul as well for Jeff Redband. We'll step aside. Free throws on the way. You're watching Roberts Wesleyan basketball on RWCSN. So the Redhawks with a 7-5 lead here at the Valor Athletic Center. 15:40 still to go in the first half. Rivalry weekend, senior day, and the last game of the season for the Redhawks. So an exciting day of Roberts Wesleyan basketball. Roberts Wesleyan women's team picked up a 1-point victory in the first game of our double feature. 2 free throws on the way from Manny Joseph after the foul by Jeff Redband. Joseph misses on the front end here. Second is good, and the Redhawks with a 3-point lead, 8-5. Nearing 15.5 minutes to go here in the first. Garvin being guarded tightly. Pass over. Redband back to Hamilton. Hamilton up to Redband. 3-pointer, no good. Joseph dribbles it off his feet, able to pick it back up though. Up and around into the corner. Joseph pulls up for the long jumper, that's no good. Rebounded by Dion Hamilton. He brings it up across midcourt. Drives on the right side of the key, draws the foul, off the glass for 2.
Down the basket.
Foul on Devon Jackson, his first and team's first. Roberts Wesleyan holds on to a 1-point lead pending the free throw. A couple substitutions for Daemen. Jaleo Wilkes.
And Melvin Grayson was the second one.
And now for the Redhawks, Malik Dare comes in for Jackson. Free throw is missed from Hamilton, and the Redhawks maintain the lead. It's 8-7. Under 15 minutes to go here in the first. Pass over to Joseph. Joseph to Brown. Up top to Dare. Dixon. Brown penetrates, back out to Dixon. To Brown in the short corner, draws contact, and foul. That's the second team foul on Daemen now. And the first for Xavier
Foul
Long.
number 15, Xavier Long, his first personal, second team foul. Tristan Brown at the line, shooting 2.
2 shots for Brown. First is good.
Quinn Carey and Zach Penabianco are checking in for the Red Hawks.
Substitution for Roberts Wesleyan. Number 3, Quinn Carey, and number 12, Zach Penabianco.
Quinn Carey's known for being a 3-point shooter for the Red Hawks. When he gets hot, he gets pretty hot. And Zach Penabianco, he runs the point a lot. He's a very versatile player.
Second is missed. Red Hawks lead is now 9-7. 14.5 to go here in the first. Wilkes brings it up, passes over to Hannah. Handoff over here on the near side. 3-pointer's good from Supreme Hannah. Gives Daemen their first lead of the game. It's 10-9. 14-10 to play here in the first. Dixon over to Brown. Now to Joseph. Up top, Carey. Can't take the shot. Penabianco almost loses it. Kick ball out of bounds. They're going to put 15 seconds on the shot clock due to the kick. Passes into Joseph. Over to Carey, now to Penabianco. Up top to Brown, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brown drives, draws another foul. He'll have 2 more free throws on the way. This foul on Arif Mehmetai.
His first personal, 3rd team foul. Tristan Brown at the line.
13 foul, and that's the first for Mehmetai. Brown misses both, and the Red Hawks still trail by 1. It's 10-9, 13:40 to go here in the first. Brought up by Wilkes, passes left. There's a drive and an easy lay-in for Dion Hamilton, the Rochester native, and a timeout for the Red Hawks. 13:33 to go here in the first. Red Hawks trail by 3. 12-9.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is the Bill Gray's cheerleading fundraiser from 1 to 7 p.m. Please join us at Bill Gray's on Buffalo Road. Just hand in one of these flyers.
Now, again, a reminder, this is the last game of the regular season for the Red Hawks, but we have more basketball action for you here on RWCSN on Wednesday, March 1st. This Roberts Wesleyan women's basketball team will host the first round of the ECC tournament. That game will likely be against Bridgeport, a team that the Red Hawks split the series with this year, so coincidentally will be the rubber match between the 2 teams. Brown passes up to Penabianco, fakes the shot in at the elbow, jump shot is no good. And Joseph comes away with the rebound, passes back up to Brown, back to Joseph in the corner, and now out of bounds. A little bit too high and under the basket for Malik Dare. 13:06 to play here in the first. Red Hawks still trail by 3. It's 9-12. Pass into Wilkes. Hamilton drives, passes out. Hamilton with the fake shot to Wilkes. Wilkes thinks about it, drives, underhand lay-in, rolls off the rim, and Joseph with the board. Brown up top, now underneath, and 2 points for Malik Dare. His first basket of the game. Red Hawks trail by 1. Wilkes passes out. The Maytai with the spin move and an easy lay-in. Daemen back onto a 3-point lead. It's 14-11, 12-10 to go here in the first. Brown calls out the play. Passes on the near side. Coming over is Joseph. Pass doesn't go to him. Roll around the top. Now on the far side to Carey. He's open for three. This time he misses. And Carey again. Misses as well. First two shots that Carey's had of the game, misses both. And this Daemen defense has done a really good job at guarding him and pressuring the Red Hawks around the perimeter. Pass on the near side here. Hannah to Wilkes. Now down on the baseline. The Maytai passes out. Three-pointer goes on the far side for Dion Hamilton.
Dion Hamilton for three.
Carey thinks about the three. He drives this time. That's Dare with a putback for two. Daemen leads 17-13, under 11 minutes to go in the first. Here on the near side, three-pointer is missed from Supreme Hannah. Joseph backing down the defender, creates some space. Fadeaway jumper is no good. Long with the board. Pass on the far side now, down into the corner. Maytai draws the foul. Shot is no good. She'll have two free throws on the way. It's the second team foul on the Red Hawks, and the first from Malik Dare. And that will have a timeout. 10:28 to go here in the first. Red Hawks trail by 4. Here, rivalry weekend against Daemen here on RWCSN. Red Hawks trailing by 4 here against Daemen at the Valor Athletic Center, 17-13. Almost midway through this first half. The Daemen Wildcats doing a great job on defense. They're guarding the Red Hawks very tightly on all ends of the floor. Something that this team seems to do very well against the Red Hawks, so giving them pressure. Again, we referenced a little bit earlier in our broadcast, but the last time that we saw Daemen here at home is where the Red Hawks had a 20-point lead with 7 minutes to go, and then Daemen put on a full-court press and basically prevented the Red Hawks from scoring almost the rest of the game. They were able to come back and get the victory.
Yeah, hopefully we won't see anything like that again.
Maytai at the line for 2. He hits the first. Second is good as well. Returning is Alex Borges for the Wildcats.
Alex Borges.
Senior out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Dwayne Roberts, who's now in for the Red Hawks with the ball, hands it off to Carey. Panabianco takes the pass.
Good, you got it. Good defense. There you go.
Dare misses. Wilkes brings it up. There's the screen drive into the paint. Hamilton lays it off the glass for 2. Daemen with an 8-point lead now, 21-13. 9:50 to play here in the first. Pass up top to Roberts. Roberts to Lewis off the screen. Drives through the paint. Gets the roll off the rim. Isaiah Lewis now with 7 points.
Isaiah Lewis.
With nearly half the points for the Redhawks. Wilkes with a pass over. Quick shot off the screen for three is no good. Panabianco pushing it up the floor. Over to Roberts. Roberts drives into the paint. Off the glass for two.
Dwayne Roberts.
Dwayne Roberts' first point of the game. First points, rather. Redhawks trail by 4, 21-17. Under 9 minutes to go now in the first. Pass up top to Hamilton. Now down underneath. Borges draws contact. Redhawks' third team foul. And that's the second on Malik Dare, or pardon. This will actually be on Quinn Carey.
It's going to be his first personal. And as Steve already said, the third team.
Carey's first personal, third team foul. Substitution for Daemen, number 11, Jesse Lauka.
Jesse Lauka checks back in for the Wildcats.
As does Supreme Hannah.
Also substituting in for Daemen, number 3, Supreme Hannah.
Hannah, a Rochester native, went to East Ridge High School. Second free throw is good. And the Wildcats lead by 5, 22-17. Lewis calling out the play, passes to the near side. Panabianco up top, out of Roberts, hands it off. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Good pass underneath back door. Backing down the defender is Dare. And a foul. Fourth team foul now on the Redhawks. That's the second for Dare.
Foul number 32, Malik Dare, his second personal, fourth team foul.
Borges passes up top. Redman down into the corner. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Back to Redman, drives baseline, floats the shot up, and bringing in the rebound is Carey. Carey up top to Roberts. Roberts gets stuffed. Couldn't get the shot off, and the turnover. Pull up for three, rimming in and out. Foul on the rebound. Fourth team foul on Daemen. And we'll give this one to Alex Borges, his first.
Which brings us to a meeting
And we'll have another timeout. 7:32 to play here in the first. Roberts Wesleyan trailing by 5. It's 22-17 here on RWCSN.
That's how you do that.
So a gritty game so far. 7:32 to go here in the first. Daemen with a 5-point lead currently, 22-17. Bring it up the floor, Isaiah Lewis. Lewis to carry, thinks about the three, drives, jump shot for two is good. Quinn Carey now on the board. And that's something that Carey's been starting to kind of adapt to. He used to be basically just a three-point shooter only. And he's really done a good job here in the latter part of the conference play this season. When he's not open for three, making a move towards the basket and taking the long two jumper, and he's seen some success. We see that there. Rebound goes right off the hands of Jackson, and an easy putback for Supreme Hannah. Almost knocked away. Lewis will set up the play now, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Panabianco. Carey, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Roberts lets the shot clock expire.
Shot clock violation, Daemen ball. Substitutions for Roberts Wesleyan, number 1, Tristan Brown, and number 2, Manny
Tristan
Joseph.
Brown's checking back into the game.
Substitution for
Along
Daemen,
also with
number
Manny
2,
Joseph.
Jaleo Wilkes, number 25, Deion Hamilton.
Jaleo Wilkes also checking back into the game for the Wildcats, and Deion Hamilton as well.
Wilkes brings it up the floor. Hannah passes over to Lalko, right back to Hannah. Drives out, Mameitai. Misses there. Brown quickly up the floor, passes up to Joseph. Jump shot's no good. Jackson with the board. The putback off the glass is no good as well. Mameitai with the rebound. Wilkes passes underneath and now out. Hannah jump shot for three. That's good. Daemen now back to an 8-point lead, their largest of the game, 27-19. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first.
Isaiah
Two-pointer for
Lewis.
Isaiah Lewis, driving through the defense and a wide-open lay-in.
Gives him 9 points on the day. High scorer so far for the Red Hawks.
Lalko passes up top to Hannah. Hannah gets the screen from Mameitai. Into the corner, bringing it back up is Wilkes. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Wilkes with the jumper. That's two. And good. Daemen leads again by 8, 29-21. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first. Handoff pass. Joseph passes over to the far side, and Wilkes read that pass. Lays it in, and the Wildcats now lead by 10, 31-21. 4.5 minutes to go in the first.
Nice show of athleticism there by Jaleo Wilkes.
Brown drives into the paint, draws the foul. Shot's no good. 2 shots coming up. 5th team foul on the Wildcats,
Foul
and the
number 3,
first on Supreme
his
Hannah.
first personal 5th team foul. Tristan Brown at the line shooting 2.
So Didi Antoine checks into the game for the Red Hawks.
Substitution for Roberts
Quinn
Wesleyan,
Carey.
number 22, Didier Antoine.
Second is good for Brown. And the Red Hawks back to a single-digit deficit, 31-22. 4:10 to go here in the first half. Wilkes taking his time to bring it up the floor. Near side is Lalka. Back up top to Wilkes. Gets a screen from Mameitai. Back to Lalka. Mameitai drives. Back out to Hamilton. Hamilton drives now. Wilkes with the jump shot. Lewis for 2.
Isaiah Lewis.
Red Hawks trail 31-24. 3.5 minutes to play in the first. The Maytai comes up. Drives to the right side of the key. Fadeaway jumper is good.
Arif Mamatic.
Come on, defense, let's bring it on now. Tighten up. Ooh, and you gotta get a hand in there.
Hand off to Joseph.
Got it.
Joseph back up top to Brown. And Brown will set up a new play with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Passes down into the corner. Lewis for three. It hits the rim, but rebounded by the Wildcats. Hamilton brings it up the floor and lays that in. Daemen now leads by 11, 35-24. 2:35 to go in the first. Hand off to Joseph. Joseph back up top to Jackson and hands it off to Brown. Out of bounds, Jackson steps on the baseline, and the Wildcats will take it.
This brings us to
We'll take another timeout. 2:18 to play in the first. Red Hawks trailing by 11. It's 35-24 here on RWCSN. Back here at the Valor Athletic Center here at Roberts Wesleyan College. ECC basketball as Daemen here in Rochester taking on the Red Hawks. Rivalry weekend, senior day for the Red Hawks, and the last game of the regular season for both these teams. Shot's no good, rebounded by Brown. Brown brings it up across the timeline, passes it to Joseph. He has a screen from Antoine. Spin move, shot off the glass is no good. Rebound by Hamilton. Hamilton looking up the floor. Passes on the far side to Hannah. Hannah thinks about the shot. Drives and draws the foul on Didier Antoine. His first, team fifth. Substitution for the Red Hawks. Darren Dixon comes in for Joseph.
Foul number 22, Didier Antoine, his first personal, 5th team foul.
Wildcats with the ball under their own basket. Wilkes distributes it, loose ball, goes out of bounds, and it'll stay here. 1:30 to go here in the first. Again, Red Hawks trailing by 11, 35-24. Passes in, shot from the short corner is no good. Hamilton reaches over, grabs that rebound, and the putback is good.
Deion Hamilton.
Lewis calling the play, 7 seconds on the shot clock, loses the ball and trips. Hamilton going right to the basket. Jackson got his hand in there for a foul. Stops the clock with 53.8 seconds to go here in the first half.
Foul number 5, Devon Jackson, his second.
Jackson's second
sixth
and the
team
team's
foul.
sixth. We'll say it was a shooting foul. I'm not sure that was a shooting foul. He was still outside the paint, but 2 shots coming up for Hamilton. Misses the first. Second is good. Daemen extends their lead now 14, 38 to 24.
Melvin Grayson checks back into the game for the Wildcats.
Hand off to Lewis. Now over on the near side here to Brown. He gets the screen from Jackson. Coming up is Dixon. Drives towards the baseline. Shot from the short corner over the rim and rebounded by Long. Milks will now slow it back down. So we're nearing the end of the first half here. Again, Daemen with a 38 to 24 lead. 25 seconds before the first half buzzer. Still about 5 seconds separate the shot clock from the game clock. Drive baseline. Redhawks got a hand on it. Flip pass up here to Antoine. Antoine right to the basket for 2 points. Back to a 12-point game. 2 seconds, 1 second. That's the shot. And the end of the first half. Halftime score is 38 to 26. And we'll be back here in about 15 minutes for the start of the second half. Hopefully have some first half stats for you as well. Again, rivalry weekend. Daemen with a 12-point lead here at halftime, 38-26. We'll be back with the second half in 15 minutes here on RWCSN. Back here at the Valor Athletic Center, halftime score, Daemen 38, Roberts Wesleyan 26. Second half just a moment away from starting. Looking at a couple different halftime stats, leading scorer for Daemen was Dion Hamilton with 14 points. And for Roberts Wesleyan, Isaiah Lewis with 11. Roberts Wesleyan actually leads in the rebound category, 22-16. Daemen shooting a little bit better from the floor by about 5%, but also have 6 more shots. So from a stat perspective, there's really not a huge differential as to why Roberts Wesleyan is trailing by so much, aside from one category, and that one category is turnovers. Roberts Wesleyan has turned the ball over 8 times in that first half. Daemen only once. And Daemen leads 38, now 28 here early on in the second half.
Yeah, you mentioned the difference in the turnovers there, and Daemen, they also have 4 steals, and Roberts, they have none. So that's another area where they've been able to capitalize on that led to the 38-26 score going into halftime.
Joseph hits, and now the Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks trail by 8. Jackson got a hand on it, red band. And what a great save by Isaiah Lewis, and a heads-up play by Darren Dixon to make sure he went to go get that. Brown fakes the shot a couple times, draws the foul. He misses, but will go to the line and shoot 2. So Tristan Brown spent a lot of time at the free throw line in that first half. 3 separate attempts for 6 shots. He was 2 for 6. We'll see if he can improve on that 33% charity strike here in the second half.
Substitutions for Daemen, number 25.
Couple substitutions for Daemen. Hamilton and Borges. Again, Hamilton the leading scorer of the game so far. Brown hits the second. Redhawks trail by 7, 38-31. Minute 20 here into the second half. Quick pass over to Borges, fakes the shot, and getting a hand on that was, I believe it was Joseph.
Danny Joseph.
Dixon off the glass. Redhawks starting to chip away at this lead. Borges misses, and the ball's taken by the Redhawks. Long pass into Brown. Brown hands it off, 3-point shot. Bounces off the back of the rim. Hanna looking up the floor. Pulls it back out and will slow it down. Here on the near side, there's a screen from Borges. Around the key and no good. Redhawks with another opportunity here to chip away at the lead. Joseph fakes the shot, drives into the lane, loses the ball, and a foul. Second foul on Daemen here in the half. This is the first on Jesse Lalka. 2 shots for Manny Joseph.
Second team foul. Manny Joseph at the line, shooting 2.
Joseph misses his first.
Substitutions
Couple
for
substitutions
Daemen,
for Daemen.
Wilkies.
First is Alex,
Number 23, Alex Miljevic.
Jaleo Wilkes and the ex-Red Hawk, Alex Mijanovic. Both free throws are missed, and Red Hawks are abysmal from the free throw line today. Hamilton dishes it out to Wilkes. Hamilton passes to the near side. Hannah fakes the shot, steps in. 2-point jumper is no good. Rebounded by Dixon, one of the seniors. And 2 seniors being honored today on senior day. Both Dixon and Jackson. Loose ball. Tipped back up to Dixon. Kick ball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Joseph's pass is high and taken by Supreme Hannah. Hannah goes to the basket, and that's the first points for Daemen here in the second half, coming at 16:40 to play in the second.
That gives Hannah 10 points on the day, so he's in double digits.
Joseph goes to Dixon. Dixon back up top to Joseph. Long 2. That's no good. And out of bounds. Red Hawks will luckily get the ball back, but only 6 seconds on the shot clock. Coming in as Quinn Carey for Joseph.
Roberts Wesleyan, number 3, Quinn Carey.
Passes into Jackson. Hands it off to Lewis. 3 seconds on the shot clock. 2 seconds. Puts it up, and that's good. 5-point game. Daemen still on top. It's 40-35. 16:05 to play. Pass to the near side. Hannah hands it off. Now Hamilton into the paint. Stutter step. That's no good. Brown from one end to the other. Showing his speed there. Brings the Red Hawks back to within 3.
Tristan Brown.
Lewis got a hand on it. Hannah passes it up across the timeline, now into the corner. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Hannah dribbles, stutter step, and a foul on the Red Hawks. First team foul. And they'll give this one to Devon Jackson, his third. We'll step aside. 15-18 to go here in the game. Red Hawks trailing by 3. It's 40-37 here on RWCSN. The Red Hawks trailed at halftime 38-26 and are playing pretty well here in the second, bringing it back to a 3-point game, only allowing Daemen to score 2 points so far in the first 4 minutes and 42 seconds of this half. We'll have some free throws coming up, though, for Daemen. Supreme Hannah, the free throw shooter. One of 4 different Wildcats hailing from Rochester, New York. Hannah misses the first. Mentioned Hannah's from Rochester. A couple different of the others, Jay Sarkis, Melvin Grayson, who we've seen a little bit of today, and Dion Hamilton, the leading scorer for both teams. Went to Greece Athena. Pass back up to Brown. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brown loses it. And an alley-oop slam. Darius Garvin finishes it out.
Darius Garvin.
See how the Red Hawks respond. Pass. Reverse lay-in. Darren Dixon. For two, now with 4 points on the day. Red Hawks trail 43-39, 14:30 to go. Pass to Hamilton. Able to somehow thread the needle to get that on the far side block to Mijanovic, who sends it back up top. Mijanovic passes to the far side. Drive into the paint on off the glass. Supreme Hannah.
Supreme Hannah.
Daemen leads 45-39, 14 minutes to go.
Hannah has 13 points on the day for the Wildcats.
Red Hawks get it back. Pass over, Quinn Carey wide open on the far side, and he misses. Splash City. Supreme Hannah knocks down the three. And Daemen back out to a 9-point lead, 48-39. Loose ball. Timeout, Daemen. $13:15 to go in the game. Daemen leads 48-39.
We have a special promotion going on in the Red Hawk fan shop.
And we'll step aside. We'll be back here on RWCSN. So now Daemen on a little bit of a roll, back to a 9-point lead after Roberts Wesleyan cut the 12-point halftime deficit to 3. Scores 48-39, Daemen on top. And Wilkes will bring it up the floor. Pass to Garvin. Now here on the near side, down into the block to Hamilton. Off the glass for two. Daemen leads by 11 again.
Hamilton.
Brown calling up the play. Wilkes with the steal. Hands it off to Garvin. And a Red Hawk foul.
These turnovers are just absolutely killing the Red Hawks.
When they figured the Red Hawks out that after the first couple passes, they're resetting it back up top with Isaiah Lewis, and Jaleo Wilkes is on him like glue. First free throw is good from Darius Garvin.
Good defense, too. That's your work right there at the free throw line, too. That's your work. Good job. Bam.
Garvin hits the next as well. Daemen leads 52-39. 13-point lead for Daemen. They've led by as much as 14. Again, halftime score was a 12-point spread. Redhawks brought it back to within 3.
Tristan
Nice
Brown.
defensive rebound right there by Tristan Brown to put it back in for a bucket. 7 points for him today.
Hamilton drives, tries to set that one in and does.
Dion Hamilton.
Pass underneath, and that's 2 points.
Malik
That's
Dare.
some nice teamwork right there.
Going back door was Dare. Daemen leads 54-43. 11:40 to play in the game. The Maytai dishes underneath. And now out, knocking down another 3. Supreme Hannah on fire right now.
Supreme Hannah for 3.
19 points for Hannah. Pass underneath, back up top. Panabianco looks to the far side now. Lewis tries to find Dare underneath, and it was tipped away. Wilkes with the step in, passes out. Mamaitai for 3. That's no good. Put back for Darren Dixon, or pardon, Malik Dare.
Dare.
Dare now with 8 points in the game. Daemen's lead is 12, 57, 45, 10:30 to go. Pass out, Garvin. Long pass to Panabianco, an easy lay-in.
Zach Panabianco.
That's Panabianco's first bucket on the day, gives him 2 points. Lead is cut down to 10.
Another 3-pointer. This one is missed, finally. Now on the far side, another lofted pass underneath to Dare is knocked away. Ball is out of bounds. It appears that the Redhawks will keep it, but we'll have a timeout. 9:52 to play. Redhawks trailing by 10, 57-47. We'll be back here on RWCSN.
Roberts.edu.
Final game of the year for the Redhawks. Looking to get a win. Redhawks with 3 wins on the year, 2 conference wins. Both of those against Mercy. And the last game that they played against Daemen out west of Rochester was only a 3-point loss, 88-85. They led for about the first quarter of this game, and then Daemen took over, and they've held the lead since. Leading by 10 right now. They've led by as much as 14. It was a 12-point Daemen lead at halftime, and the Redhawks came back to within 3. And now it's back to a 10-point lead for Daemen. Again, 57-47. 9:51 to go in the game. Passes into Brown. Brown drives and Lalka knocks it out.
You got some court. Try it one time. Clear out. Too close. Too close.
Hannah will bring it up top. Passes over on the left side. Maytai with the spin. Fade away. That's no good. And a traveling violation. I think Xavier Long had the rebound but couldn't find his footing and falls. That's a travel.
Manny Josephs checking back in for the Red Hawks.
Substitution for Roberts Wesleyan, number 2, Manny Joseph.
Panabianco for 3. Rims in and out. Put back by Brown is good with a foul.
Count the basket.
13 foul on Daemen.
Fouls at number 5.
That's the first
Deion Hamilton.
for
His
Deion
first
Hamilton.
personal 13 foul.
And
Tristan
one shot
Brown
on the way for
line
Tristan
and
Brown.
1.
That's good, and the Red Hawks back to within 7, 57-50. 9:02 to play. Back to Maytai. Loses the ball, and Isaiah Lewis takes it. 1 on 3, drawing a foul. 2 more free throws coming up for the Red Hawks.
Foul number 25, Deion Hamilton, his second personal, 14
That foul is
foul.
on Hamilton, now his
Isaiah
second.
Lewis at the line,
Team
shooting
4th.
2.
Lewis hits the first. 3 substitutions for Daemen. Redband, Mijanovic, and Garvin.
Substitutions for Daemen, number 12, Darius Garvin, number 23, Alex Mijanovic, number 44, Jeff Redmond.
Second is missed, Lalka with the rebound. Daemen leads by 6, 57-51. 8:45 to play.
Make yourself available, 3. Make yourself available, 3. Come here.
Redband up top to Mijanovic and around to Lalka on the near side.
Your world, your world.
Back up top to Hannah. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Mijanovic gets the screen, or sets the screen rather. Out, Hannah drives. Rebound. The Red Hawks take it. Brown goes to the basket. Passes out. Wide open on the far side. Block was Dare for 2. And it's a 4-point game. 57-53. Red Hawks storming back. 8 minutes to play.
Need a bucket here. Got to get one here. Get the ball. There it goes.
Mijanovic pulls up for 3. That's no good. Rebound by Brown. Brown across midcourt. Quick 3. Misses the rim. 7.5 minutes now to play. Daemen still with a 57-53 lead. Up top to Garvin. Wildcats having a little bit of trouble on the play, getting bunched up on the elbow. There's a screen from Mijanovic. Fade away from Hannah goes, and Hannah just can't seem to miss right now.
Supreme Hannah.
Yeah, he has 21 points on the day.
Daemen's lead is now back to 6, 59-53, under 7 minutes to play. Pass is out and behind Panabianco, out of bounds. Daemen will take over.
Media timeout, which means it's
After the
time for
timeout.
St. Pius
Again,
Federal Credit Union
6:52
taking
to
the
play.
bank
Red Hawks
challenge.
trailing
St.
by
Pius
6 here on
Federal
our
Credit Union.
WCSN.
This is a proud sponsor.
So I'd like to take this moment again to honor all of our
It's
seniors
a close one.
for our Roberts Wesleyan basketball teams. For the men, Devon Jackson, as well as Darren Dixon, and for the women's team, Emily Brubaker and Kinsey Brandt.
The 10th Federal Credit Union has an ATM in the Valor Athletic Center for free withdrawals. St. Pius hopes to develop a long-term financial relationship
Devon Jackson
and will continue to offer
is a business administration major out of
Christian values.
Glenburn, Maryland. Darren Dixon, accounting and information management systems major out of Tobiana, Pennsylvania. Back in action here, 6:45 to play. The jumper is knocked down by Hamilton. Daemen takes back an 8-point lead, 61-53. Redhawks keep coming back, but they just can't seem to close the deficit. Alley-oop lay-in is good for Joseph. It looked a little bit sloppy, but it worked.
Basket went in. That's all that matters.
Garvin passes to the far side. Mijanovic for three. Hits that one. And Daemen's back to a 9-point lead. 64-55, 6 minutes to play. Pass up top to Joseph. Joseph fakes one way, now around the side, around the defense, and lays it off the glass for two.
Manny Joseph.
64-57 now, Daemen on top. Up top to Garvin. Pass on the near side, now down to the block. And Isaiah Lewis with a block. He has about a 4 to 5 inch disadvantage there. He still had the block.
I was going to say.
And now Mijanovic with a block there on Panabianco. Luckily the Redhawks keep it. And Isaiah Lewis stepping on the baseline out of bounds. 5:20 to play. Daemen with a 64-57 lead. Wilkes brings it up the floor. He'll elect to pull up for three, misses.
That's the first shot the Wildcats have missed in several possessions.
Hand off to Brown. Brown looks to the far side. Across court to Panabianco. Into the short corner. Back out to Joseph. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Feeds over, now up top. 3 seconds, Panabianco almost loses it. Hits the backboard and Daemen takes over. Down to the block, Mijanovic off the glass for two. Daemen leads 66-57. 4:24 to play. Brown tries to take the screen. Underneath to Dare. Makes the basket and a foul. 5th team foul on Daemen. And the first on Alex Mijanovic.
Number 23, Alex Mijanovic, his first personal.
Couple substitutions for Daemen.
Team foul. Malik Dare at the line and one.
Hannah returns as well as Mametai. One shot for Dare. And that's good. Daemen's on top, 66-60, 4:05 to play. Into the corner, Wilkes fakes the shot, drives baseline, and an offensive foul. Jaleo Wilkes. That's the 6th team foul on Daemen and the first on Wilkes.
His first personal.
That'll bring us to a timeout with 3:50 to play. Redhawks trail by 6 here on Rivalry Weekend here on RWCSN. It's Red Hawks trailing by 6. It's 66-60. 3:40 to play. Last game of the year. Joseph lays it off the glass and rolls into the basket.
Manny Joseph.
66-62, Daemen on top. 3:24 to go.
Joseph with that last bucket. He has 7 points today.
Pass to the near side to Hannah. Handoff. Three-pointer. Falling down on that was Mameitai, no foul. Brown, jump step on the far side block. Through the paint, 2 points. Malik Dare. Daemen still leads 66-64. 2:45 to go. Crowd really starting to get into it here. Pass on the far side, up top to Hannah. Now here on the near side, Hamilton. Through the key. Basket's good and a foul.
Foul number 2, Manny Joseph, his first personal.
Joseph's first, team
foul.
third.
Dan Hamilton at the line and 1.
One shot for Hamilton. Daemen leads 68-64, pending the free throw. That's good. Now 69-64. And a Daemen substitution. Xavier Long comes back in.
Yeah, that last foul was unfortunate. That was, I think the Wildcats got a little help on that call.
Pass to the far side, Panabianco. Trying to go underneath to Dare. Ball's out of bounds. Red Hawks keep it. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Passes into Joseph. Joseph trying to go underneath, but he'll drive. And a foul. 17 foul on Daemen. Red Hawks now in the bonus the rest of the way. It's the second foul.
It's on the Mameitai. His second personal, team 7.
His second personal. Manny Joseph at the line.
2 shots as it was a shooting foul. And Red Hawks are just abysmal from the free throw line today. Second is good. Daemen leads 69-65, 2:15 to play. Garvin comes back in for Daemen. Long pass into Hamilton. Hamilton across midcourt. Garvin drives baseline, brings it back up, and hands it. Wilkes will reset. Trying to eat up time on the clock. Now 2 minutes to play. Daemen leads 69-65. Mameitai passes down to the block. Hamilton puts it on the floor for back up for 2. Daemen's lead is now 71-65. 1:42 to play. Red Hawks with 3 timeouts. Daemen with 2. Joseph's jump shot misses. Wilkes pulls it back out. Being guarded tightly. Daemen will keep the ball. It's off the foot of Lewis. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Passes into Garvin. Up across midcourt. Reaching foul on the Red Hawks. Stops the clock at 1:16 to play. It's the first foul on Tristan Brown. 4th for the Red Hawks.
For Daemen, number 44, Jeff Redmond.
Redmond comes back in. Maytai drives. Draws another foul. This one will be a shooting foul, so now Red Hawks with 5 team fouls. They'll give this one to
Foul
Dare,
number 32,
his
Malik
third.
Dare, his third personal, 5th team foul.
Shot's good. Daemen now with a 3-possession lead, 72-65.
Substitution for Roberts Wesleyan.
Quinn
number
Carey comes
3,
back in for the Red Hawks
Carey.
in place of Dare. Second is good as well, and the Daemen lead is 8.
Substitutions for Daemen, number 2, Jalea Wilkies, number 15, Xavier Long.
Julia Wilkie's checking back in for the Wildcats.
As well as Xavier Long. Brown brings it up. Comes to the near side. Into the paint. Takes it himself. Under a minute to go now. Daemen leads 73-67. Passes into Long. Daemen will keep it. Joseph tipped it away.
Substitution for Daemen, number 21, Arika Macic.
But Maytai comes
Number
back
44,
in,
Jeff Redband.
as well as Red Band. 55.7 seconds to play. Daemen leads 73-67. Pandabianco with a quick foul on Hamilton.
Foul number 12, Zach Pandabianco.
Red Hawks
his
now
second
with
personal,
16 fouls.
foul.
That's Pandabianco's second. Now any more fouls for the Red Hawks will put the Wildcats at the free throw line. And Pandabianco quickly fouls Hamilton again. Now 1-1 on the way.
Foul number 12, Zach Pandabianco, his third personal, team limit.
Both Wilkes and Long back in for
Deion
Daemen.
Hamilton at the line shooting 1 and 1.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. And it puts us back to a 3-possession game. Second is no good. Brown drives, takes it himself again, off the glass for 2. Daemen leads 74-69, 40 seconds to play. And Quinn Carey reaches in to get the foul. Long was dead to rights for 2 points.
Team limit.
8 team fouls now for the Red Hawks. It's the second for Carey. And Long with a 1-and-1. First is good. Second is good in a 7-point game again. Brown calls the timeout after crossing midcourt.
Timeout, Roberts Wesleyan. This is a full
Stops the clock
timeout.
with 35.8 seconds to go. Daemen leads 78-69. We'll step aside and be right back here on RWZSN. So 35.8 seconds of game time left in the Red Hawks season. Trailing by 7 points, 76-69 here to rival Daemen College. Red Hawks' last game against Daemen was a 3-point loss, 88-85 at Daemen earlier in January. Looking to find a way to end the season with a win here at home against their rival. Shot is stuffed, ball's out of bounds. And Daemen will take possession. Passes into Mametai rather. Referee will blow the whistle on a foul, stops the clock with 29.1 seconds.
First personal, team limit.
First foul on Isaiah Lewis. Ninth team foul for the Red Hawks, so a 1-and-1. So one more for Mametai. That's good. Daemen leads 78-69. Brown goes to the basket, gets the roll on the glass. 24.3 seconds to go. Brown with another quick foul on Hannah.
Foul number 1, Tristan Brown.
7-point game, 78-71.
You know, Tristan Brown, he's not the biggest guy in the world. He's only 6 foot, doesn't have the biggest build, but I am amazed every time he drives to the hoop how athletic he can be, and some of the offensive rebounds he gets and just some of the shots that he makes when he's totally off balance.
A very quick and nimble player for sure. First is missed. Second is missed as well. Quick pass up to Brown. Brown sends it back out and a turnover. Lewis with the foul on Hannah. 16.1 seconds to go. Daemen still with a 78-71 lead. Two shots coming up for Hannah. That's good. Now even if he makes the second, it's still a 3-possession game. He does. Daemen leads 80-71, 16.1 seconds to go, and a full timeout.
This is a 30-second timeout.
We'll step aside. Roberts Wesleyan down by 3 possessions. Can they do it in 16.1 seconds? We'll see after the timeout here on RWCSN. So Brown takes it, dishes it out, and out of bounds. Looked like he was trying to go to carry, but passed it behind him. 10.2 seconds to go. And now the Red Hawks will let this one go down. So final score 80-71.
Ladies and gentlemen, that will
Red
do
Hawks
it. Your
fall at
final
home on the final
score,
game of the
Daemen
season.
80, Roberts 71.
But a reminder that we still have more basketball action for you for postseason play, as the Roberts Wesleyan women's team is locked in at a number 4 spot in the conference tournament. They'll host the quarterfinal round, likely against Bridgeport. That will be on Wednesday, March 1st, here at the Valor Athletic Center at 7 o'clock. If you can make it to the contest, obviously great, but if not, we'll have that broadcast for you here on RWCSN. We'll step aside for a moment and hope to get a post-game interview with head coach Rob McCoy on the season finale.
We're back here at the Valor Athletic Center with Roberts Wesleyan men's basketball head coach Rob McCoy. So going into the first half, into halftime, you were down 38-26, and we were sitting here, we were looking at the stats, and there was really only 2 categories that we saw that were really different between you guys. It was in the turnovers and the steals. Is there any particular reason why you thought that was? Why that happened? Why there were so many turnovers?
I think part of it is just being careless. If you're not fundamentally sound, we knew it was like 8-1, I think, going into halftime, and if you look, it ended up being 18-4. That's the difference in the game. I thought I didn't like our energy in the first half. I didn't think we were moving well offensively, and defensively, guys were getting where they wanted to go. I thought in the second half, I thought we came out with energy. We got right back in the game right away. We made it a game, for most of the whole second half, and so from there, as far as the effort the guys gave, I was proud of them for finishing strong anyway.
Absolutely, I agree. So you finished the season 3-24, a little bit of a rough record, but can you just tell me some of the positives that you saw happen throughout the season and what you're looking forward to next year, since that you're only graduating 2 seniors and you're going to get most of your team back?
Well, we have to get better. I think it's important that we have a good recruiting year coming in. We definitely showed that we need to add a little more size. I think from one of the brightest spots for us was the way Isaiah Lewis really developed and came on for us this year. He was good for us all year. As a freshman coming in, he was very good. I think there were different guys that showed glimpses that they can play at this level and do a good job. I just don't think we were as consistent as we need to be. So if we can work on some consistency and continue to get better, it's going to be a big summer for us, for the guys coming back. It's one thing to say, hey, we're young, we're all coming back, but if we don't get better, coming back's not going to be that good. So we really have to continue to improve our games, continue to work on our skill level, and hopefully add to the mix. And I think if we do that, we'll be able to step up a little bit more and compete a little bit better.
Absolutely. Very well said. Thank you very much for all that you do for the team. We're looking forward to next season.
Thank you very much.